Ilhan Omar is a traitor to the United States government. And that is not hyperbole. That is not exaggeration. The clip I'm about to play for you, it leaves no doubt. Watch this and then let me know what you think. Here you go.
jawaabteedu waxay ahayd dawladda Mareykanka waxay ka qabanaysaa wixii annaga aan dhahno dawladda Mareykanka qabo. Waa kalsoonidaas inaan isku qabno annaga Soomaali haddii aan nahay. Wadankan annaga ku nool. Wadankan wadankii aan annaga tax ka dhiibno waaye. Waa wadankii gabar idinka dhalatayne ee Congress-ka fadhiso. Intii aniga aan Congress joogo. Wadanka Soomaaliya biyaheeda dad kaleeta iyo badeeda dad kale ma qaadanayaan. Wadanka Mareykankana kuma taageerayo dad kaleeta in annaga ayna dhacaan. Marka taas ka seexda.
How about that last sentence? Sleep in comfort, knowing I am here to protect the interests of Somalia from inside the US system. Is that the oath you swore when you became a member of Congress? To protect the interests of Somalia? That's your job, to protect the interests of Somalia? And this is a real problem, to be sure, but there are even crazier clips out there. I'll play those for you in a second. Before I do that, I want to play the Vice President of the United States commenting on her immigration status. There's a lot of question marks out there. Obviously, the rumor is, of course, that she married her brother to be able to go in. But the important part is we actually do have a chance to do something about it. Because someone whose interests lie not with the American people, but with a foreign country, right, in the case of Somalia, kind of a foreign adversary when you think about, obviously, the situation with Al-Shabaab and the way the government's failed. But when your interests lie with a foreign country rather than the United States, you shouldn't be a congresswoman. Anyway, here's JD Vance discussing it. I think you're going to like what he has to say. Here you go. Here's the clip.
Yeah, so we actually think that Ilhan Omar definitely committed immigration fraud against the United States of America. And I talked to Stephen Miller about this actually recently. We're trying to look at what the remedies are. That's the thing that we're trying to figure out is what are the legal remedies now that we know that she's committed immigration fraud? How do you go after her? How do you investigate her? How do you actually do the thing? How do you build the case necessary to get some justice for the American people? There's a related issue, Benny, which is she has been at the center of a lot of the worst fraudsters in the Somalian community. So do I know that Ilhan Omar was aware that the Quality Leering Center was defrauding the American people? I'm not certain of it, but we at least need to investigate it, because if people can commit wrongdoing without even the fear that they're going to be found out, that's a fundamental problem. So I'm worried about the immigration fraud. I'm also worried about what did Ilhan Omar know about what was happening in the Somali community, and why was nobody looking into it until, frankly, Donald Trump came along.
Hopefully we get some traction on that. Now, Ilhan Omar just had a feud with the president on Twitter, and I'll get to that in a second because you're going to love it. It's really funny. But there is one big advantage about trashing Ilhan Omar. We can actually tell her to go back to Somalia, to go back to her home, Somalia. And the reason we can say that is because she admitted it herself. Here you go. Here's the clip.
Caawa aan fursad u helay madaxweynaha Soomaaliya madaxweyne Xasan Sheikh Maxamuud inaan maanta ku soo dhaweyno Minneapolis. Aniga iyo madaxweynaha special relationship aan qabnaa. Aniga adeeraan ugu wacaa asigana gabarteeyu idhahaa. Madaxweyne sidii qof kasta uu yiri mininkaaga waaye ku soo dhawow Minneapolis. aad iyo aad aan ugu faraxsanahay in maanta madaxweynaheena aad tahay. Soomaaliya dadka meeshaan wada joogo dhan waa gurigooda, annaga ma dareensanihin in ay naga tahay meel naga fog. Soomaaliya wadnaheenay ku nooshahay, qalbigeenay ku jirtaa, maalin kasta aan ka fikirnaa Soomaaliya.
She thinks Somalia is her home. In her mind, Somalia is her home, not the United States, which she represents in Congress. Let that sink in. I'm not sure we've ever had a situation like this before. I know some people are going to draw some parallels in the comments, but I'm not sure we've actually had a situation this blatant before in the House of Representatives. Absolutely insane. And the way she treats our president also is pretty wild. A president that, by all accounts, has done kind of a good job. Although actually it's been bad for Somalia. I don't know if you know this. It's kind of a separate topic. Because of the war in Iran, they've not been striking al-Shabaab as much inside the state of Somalia. So the government's a little diminished. So maybe that's why she hates him so much. So President Trump, as part of the White House Correspondents' Dinner, absolutely blasted Ilhan Omar. And I'll play you that clip. But before I do that, listen to her response. I want you to listen to her response first and then see how Trump absolutely bodies her. The idiot who runs our country says this, but doesn't have the courage or evidence to come after me. This should tell you how low IQ he is. Trump is who needs to get the hell out of our country because he is destroying it and making us the laughingstock of the world. And here is what Trump said. Let me know who you think won this exchange. Here you go. Here's the clip.
Policies of enabling wildfires, paying drug addicts to be homeless, giving free sex changes to illegals, and telling rich people they're going to take away all of your money is going to be taken away. People are fleeing, and they're fleeing in droves. We can't have that in this country. It's becoming such a horrible and dangerous location that Ilhan Omar, one of my favorites, and her brother are thinking about moving together, very much in love. A video has surfaced recently of Ilhan giving a speech referring to World War II as World War XI. And they asked her about that. She thought she got it right. But I'm not surprised because she's a low IQ person. And she's also a very dishonest person. And she ought to get the hell out of our country. She shouldn't be here. She shouldn't be in our country. She also calls her brother husband number one. Omar is reportedly being investigated for fraud. She revised her net worth. I was shocked to see that she was worth much more than $30 million. And then when the press got on her, she revised it slightly downward to less than 18,000. So she went from much more than 30 million to 18,000. And I know Democrats, and the word Democrat is something that's come into fashion.
The troll in chief, of course, absolutely doing it again in classic fashion. Anyway, that's the video for today. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please do make sure to subscribe down below and let me know what your thoughts are. Did I go a little too hard on her? I don't honestly think I did. I think that was pretty justifiable. But let me know if you agree, disagree, whatever. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. If you're new here, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.